Once in a small town, there lived a young man named Jake. Jake was tough, smart, and a skilled fighter, but he had a rough start in life. His mother wasn't married to his father, so Jake's half-brothers didn't like him much. They thought he didn't belong in their family and eventually forced him to leave home. Jake moved away and settled in a different place. There, he gathered a group of loyal friends who respected his strength and bravery. They formed a small group of fighters who defended their land from anyone who tried to cause trouble. One day, trouble came knocking at the door of Jake's old town. The town was under attack by a powerful enemy. The leaders were desperate and didn't know how to protect their people. They remembered Jake, the strong and fearless warrior they had pushed away. So, they swallowed their pride and went to ask him for help. "Jake, we need you," they said. "Come back and lead us in this battle. If you help us win, you can be our leader." Jake thought about it. He hadn't forgotten how they had treated him, but he cared about his people and wanted to do what was right. So, he agreed to help them, but only if they promised to make him their leader if they won. Before heading into battle, Jake prayed to God. He was determined to win, but he also knew he needed more than just his strength. He needed God's help. So, he made a serious promise. He said, "God, if you help me win this battle, I'll give you a special offering when I return home. I'll offer the first thing that comes out of my house to greet me." With that promise, Jake and his men went into battle. They fought bravely and with great skill. Thanks to Jake's leadership, they won the battle and drove the enemy away. After the victory, Jake returned home, feeling proud and thankful. But as he approached his house, his heart sank. The first person to come out to greet him was his beloved daughter, his only child. She ran out to meet him, full of joy, dancing and singing about the victory. Jake was devastated. He had made a promise to God, and now it was his daughter who was the first to come out of the house. He knew he had to keep his promise, but it broke his heart to think about what that meant. Jake explained to his daughter what he had promised. She was sad, but she understood that a promise to God was important. She asked her father for some time to be with her friends and to say goodbye to the life she had known. Jake agreed, and after a couple of months, she returned home, ready to fulfill her father's vow. Jake's story is one of bravery, sacrifice, and the seriousness of promises. It reminds us to think carefully before making promises, especially to God, because keeping them can sometimes be harder than we expect. Jake's story also shows us that even the toughest people face difficult choices and that true leadership often comes with great responsibility.